How to restart your life. Stoic strategies for a fresh start. Have you ever looked around at the life you've built? The rooms filled with memories, the quiet routines of the afternoon, and felt a strange, lingering weight. As if you are carrying the luggage of a dozen different versions of yourself, many of whom you no longer recognize. We are often told that restarting is a young person's game. But what if the most profound beginnings happen not when the road is long, but when the traveler is wise? What if this season of your life isn't about the ending, but about the most intentional beginning you've ever known? Imagine a house. You have lived here for decades. Over time, you've stopped noticing the boxes stacked in the hallway or the heavy curtains that keep out the sun. You've grown used to the dim light because it's familiar. One morning, you sit in your favorite chair and realize the air feels heavy, not because of grief, but because of stagnation. You realize that you have been keeping things, grudges, old should-haves, and outdated versions of who you are, simply because you forgot you were allowed to let them go. You realize that you don't need a new house. You simply need to open the windows and decide what stays and what serves the person you are today. The ancient Stoics practiced a beautiful, quiet art called intentional detachment. They believed that we do not lose the past. We simply stop letting it possess us. They understood a truth that modern science now confirms: our brains remain beautifully plastic, capable of forming new pathways and healthy habits at any age. When we decide to restart, we aren't erasing our history. We are practicing what the Stoics called amor fati, a love of our fate. We look at everything that has happened, the joys and the jagged edges, and we say, "This was the soil. Now, what shall I plant?" Let us move into this fresh start, not with the frantic energy of a fix, but with the grace of a seasonal change. Here are a few gentle ways to begin. The first habit, the morning clearing. Before the world asks anything of you, spend 5 minutes in silence. In this space, identify one thing you cannot control today, perhaps the weather or the choices of a loved one. Mentally, set it down. Stoicism teaches us that clarity begins the moment we stop trying to carry the wind. The second habit, the ritual of enough. Once a day, choose a small corner of your physical world, a drawer, a shelf, a bedside table. Remove one thing that no longer brings you peace. As you clear the physical space, tell yourself, "I am making room for the person I am becoming." The third habit, the mindful walk. Step outside, move slowly. Notice the sensation of the ground beneath your feet. This is more than exercise. It is a neurological reset. By focusing on the present physical sensation, you tell your nervous system it is safe to let go of the what-ifs of yesterday. These small shifts seem humble. You might even wonder if something so simple can truly change a life that has been lived for 60, 70, or 80 years. But here's the part most people overlook. The most powerful restart isn't a giant leap. It's the quiet realization that you are no longer the person who needed those old defenses. You are not starting over from nothing. You are returning to yourself. There is a deep, steady strength in you that time has not weathered but refined, like a stone polished by the river. A fresh start is not a rejection of your past. It is the ultimate honor you can pay to your future. You deserve to live in a mind that feels like a sanctuary, not a storage unit. Take a deep breath. The air is fresh. The day is yours. If this brought you peace, stay with me for the next chapter.